Hi, thanks for joining me. So today I want to go ahead and do actually two videos. Today's the last day of 2016, so I want to go ahead and do like my Christmas loot, which you guys seemed to really enjoy last year, and I also want to do a just an end of the year wrap up, sort of video game wise for me. So I also want to give a big thanks to Zedo0, I guess, who was asking, hey, where's your Christmas video? So this is it. This is for you and everybody else, of course. So yeah, I got some really great stuff this year, as I always do. My friends and family are always like really good sports about just asking me, hey, what do you want, and getting me stuff that like they know I'll really enjoy. So I really appreciate that every year. And anyway, so this was a surprise to me from my brother and sister-in-law. I think this is really great. This is this Pokemon set of ornaments. When I have a tree here, I get ornaments every year. My mom always gives me like glass icicles. So I mean, I've gotten those for years and years. So I have a whole ton of them in a box. So I'll have to get a Christmas tree here set up one of these years soon, and probably next year, and get some icicles and some Pokemon ornaments on that. I think that'll be great. But that was also to go along with something I did ask for, Pokemon the Johto Journeys. You guys know I really like the Pokemon anime, and I was really bummed out with Viz, which, doesn't take much. I really feel like Viz and Funimation and stuff, they just, I don't know, these companies get to a certain size and then they just start, I guess, doing things that make sense for them, but things that annoy their fans. They released the original set of Pokemon, which is what, Indigo League, I guess. Years ago, like 10 years ago at least, and then they released Orange Islands, and that was it. And they kept doing like the new stuff, and they wouldn't go back and release any of the old stuff, some of which has never actually officially been released in the US that I know of. I think one or two of this series right in the middle there. So anyway, finally, after years and years and years, they finally started to do a couple of the older seasons. So I was really interested in this when I found out, it's around. I wasn't a kid when Pokemon was around, so I just wasn't into the Pokemon games and stuff like that. It just wasn't part of my childhood. But I did like anime at the time, and this was just like a fun thing I could watch on regular TV. I actually used to set my VCR to record it, and I'd watch like an episode or two a day. So anyway, super happy to have that, and I'll definitely be watching some of that. I forget if I mentioned you guys, but I did watch some of the just one of the Pokemon movies on that 4-movie set that I picked up a little while back, and it was good. Actually, I liked the first one. So I think it was Dungeon RPG. Was saying those were actually pretty decent. I agree. I think I didn't I didn't really give those a fair shake. My initial thoughts on it. So anyway, so next up, this is a little more tabletop gaming, and this isn't going to become a tabletop gaming channel, but I just wanted to mention you guys because it's kind of geeky and it's interesting, and I know that Corn Muffin has been getting into this recently as well. But myself and one of my buddies, I may have mentioned actually around Thanksgiving, we played a game of, sort of a tabletop game like we used to play. I never played Warhammer 40,000, but I did play Space Hulk. My friend and I used to play Space Hulk. We played it quite a bit. We went through like probably all of the campaigns. We got I think actually 2 of the expansions, Deathwing and Genestealer, which I think he got the expansions. I don't think that I did. But I mean, it basically meant that like I had a handful of like Genestealer models I had, and I even started getting some of the like the ones you would use in Warhammer 40k, like the Patriarch with his minions and the Magus or whatever, and anyway, so I like, and some hybrids and things like that. So like I had those around, and you actually used those in some of them in Genestealer expansion to Space Hulk. Anyway, long story short, we're getting back into playing Warhammer. Not Space Hulk specifically, but there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. So what I picked up is this. I got this for myself. This wasn't a Christmas gift. This is Deathwatch Overkill. And you can see here this is similar to Space Hulk in some respects here because it's Gene Stealers versus Space Marines. But the cool thing about this is it's like I think as part of the lore, it's like when kind of when the Space Marines like first encounter a Gene Stealer cult. So this is like it's the Gene Stealer cult kind of figures, like miniatures, to models, I guess you call them. And yeah, so this is like a really good starter set to get like a whole bunch of Gene Stealer cults models and like some really cool Space Marines as well, of course. So yeah. So anyway, that's something that I got, and I actually gave my friend for Christmas the Space Marine models out of that. I'm keeping the Gene Stealer ones, and I'm just kind of getting into Gene Stealer cults because they sort of like they're just doing a lot of new Warhammer 40k stuff. I guess there's a new CEO, and from what I can tell, walking into a hobby shop that I haven't been in 15 or 20 years, some other games have kind of like taken up the slack where it seems like Games Workshop has, kind of been snoozing at the wheel. So I think they're trying to reverse that trend a little bit. So I've got the rules for 40k now. I have the rules for Kill Team, and I have the Gene Stealer Cults Codex. So I've been reading through those, having a lot of fun. Yeah, so there was that. A very Warhammer Christmas here. I think we're really going to have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, so, one of my good friends, my friend Andy, who I talk about, we've gamed for years and years and years, and so he knows me. So he got me something really cool here. This is Space Channel 5 strategy guide, obviously for the Dreamcast here. So really, really cool. I actually have a pretty big, it's not complete, but a fairly sizable strategy guide collection for the Dreamcast specifically. So maybe I'll go over that someday. If you guys want to see that, let me know. It's something I do need to keep working on. There's, I have a list and I haven't actually finished that. But I have to see if this is on it. If it's not, he's actually sort of like, if you already have that, I'd kind of like it, because he's a really big Space Channel 5 fan. I thought it was really funny. He did give me something else here, which I think I'm going to save to the end. Just because it's at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, so this is something else I asked for again. Like I said, my folks were really nice to grab this for me. This is Assault Suits Lanos for the PlayStation 4. Now, this isn't really my video to like talk about all the stuff I got for Christmas, and and like let my friends and family know like how much I appreciate all the stuff they got for me, and that kind of thing. So my folks and friends and family got me all kinds of other stuff, but I found it funny. This is the European version of this game, and I know that my folks don't know that necessarily, and I think it's really cute. I feel like I'm 39, and like since I was 16 to now, my folks can still, in sort of adorable ways, like just not quite get the right thing. So anyway, this is totally playable on any US PlayStation 4. So that's totally cool, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the game. It looks super great. And another one that I just really wanted, that is Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection. Now, I think with this, it came out right around the same time that the HD collection came out, and it didn't register to me what this was. This is, it says 1987 to 2012. This is like all of the Metal Gear Solids and like all of the side stuff. I mean, not all of it, but it's the old original MSX version of Metal Gear. So you're not talking that NES version that was like, kind of janky. If you got Metal Gear, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, I'm reading them in the wrong way, I think. But Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, again, I think this is like a computer version of it. You got like Metal Gear Solid and the VR missions. In Metal Gear Solid 3, 4, I don't even know what this is. Destiny, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's what's cool about this, is it's a really cool collection. So super excited to have this. That just sort of flew under my radar. So Yeah, that was a really great gift. And this was a surprise from that other friend, my friend Andy, Final Fantasy 15. So I was kind of waiting on this. I just want to see, how the reviews were and that sort of thing. And everybody seems to like it. So I was planning to pick it up, but I'm really excited to have gotten it as a gift. So big thanks to him and my brother and sister-in-law and mom and dad and all that stuff. So anyway, that was my stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed checking those out. Let me know what you guys got, or point me to your videos of your Christmas loot. I'd love to see. And yeah, hope you'll go ahead and check out my my year-end review video, which is probably going to be coming up maybe a couple hours after this one. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you'll join me again for more video game related videos. Take care.